mind me if I feel like celebrating. I finally finished the Metzgerhund Retreat series. That's my young adult series, 10 novellas telling the story of a teenage rock band called Metzgerhund. Before we go any further, let's meet the band. Billy Mecklenburg, the Emperor, keyboardist and mastermind of Metzgerhund. He's classically trained in the piano, spent his life alternating residence between the United States and Germany. He's a fan of 70s progressive rock and huge keyboard stacks. And he's only got 2 in his stack. He has constraints. Billy gave up his love of playing baseball in order to spend more time with the band. Calvin Stafford, band's guitarist, also serves as Minister of Records and Technology. Loves the car world. He's great at math. He's also Billy's algebra tutor. Just recently made the switch from acoustic to electric guitar. He joined Metzgerhund to prove to himself and everyone else that he could make that switch. Because, apparently, somewhere in his past, someone told him he didn't have any musical talent. Wrong. Reggie Milson, the band's vocalist and Minister of Social Affairs, because yes, he is a flirt. He sometimes plays guitar for the band, but let's face it, the guys are happy that Calvin took over those duties. He plays on the high school baseball team as a shortstop. He plays for the school's basketball team as a starting point guard. And in general, he's very athletic. He's incredibly confident. He's a bit of, and this should sound familiar, a flirt. And he's very much a walking ego trip. In singing, he's best at hip-hop, but he joined Metzgerhund to diversify his skills. Jason Tantis, the band's drummer. He's a huge frame, great strength, lifts weights, and he's a bit of a bully. That's why he was given the title of the band's left-hand man. His physicality and recklessness causes him to break things. Of course, he's a metal drummer. He joined Metzgerhund because he also wanted to expand his skill set. And he wouldn't mind toughening up the band a little bit. Sam Anakawi. He's the band's bass player, and he's also the Minister of Musical Research and Development, which means he works closely with Billy. Dad introduced him to the jazz and blues world very early on, and that influences his playing style. Except we're not exactly sure what influenced him to play so loud. Oh, he's also quite a good artist. He trash talks as well as anyone else in the band, but he doesn't understand true negativity and often refuses to deal with it. He joined Metzgerhund because he and Billy, well, they get along so well. Ooh, almost forgot. My name is Steve Husk. I'm the owner and operator of Steve's Storytime Sanctum, your host and your tour guide, and all that good stuff. Metzgerhund is based in Severn Heights, Maryland. Don't bother looking on Google Maps for it. I invented it. You ain't gonna find it. It doesn't exist. Not really. Metzgerhund is often referred to by their friends and family as the Empire. That's how Billy got his nickname of the Emperor. At the beginning of the series, the guys are attempting to get ready for a Battle of the Bands competition in Baltimore for under 18 and unsigned bands. It'll happen during the Labor Day weekend, so they have the whole summer to get ready. Slight problem. With the competitive nature of the Severn Heights music scene, up to and including jealousy, bitterness, adversarialism, and a bit of hostility, a lot of hostility, Metzgerhund finds themselves needing to step out of town for a short while. Billy got the entire band hired as activity counselors at a summer park named Century Ridge in nearby Annapolis, right on the Chesapeake Bay. You ain't gonna find that on Google Maps either. The 10 novella series discusses several aspects of the band's involvement at the park, including chronicles some of their progress and some of the obstacles they ran into in preparing for this Battle of the Bands. I will be publishing one novella a week along with an accompanying introducing video shortly thereafter. After the 10th novella has been published, give me a little bit more time and I'll release the full-length novel, Metzgerhund Empire. Oh, excuse me. Here's how the whole thing works. The novel starts approximately a year prior to the events of the Retreat series. About 3/4 of the way through the novel, it'll show Metzgerhund's retreat to Century Ridge. The novel will show a few Century Ridge scenes that are more specific to the novel story arcs that won't appear in the novellas. Then, after the 10th novella, the action returns back to the novel where they wrap up park business, and we also find out how they did in the Battle of the Bands competition, and a few other things. Because it wouldn't be Metzgerhund if there weren't a few other things to deal with. Now, it's not necessary to read the entire novella series to follow along the action of the novel and vice versa. Of course, I would love for you to read it all. As always, like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and also hit the notification button so that you'll know whenever I release a new Metzgerhund Retreat video. If the Emperor of Metzgerhund were here right now, he would tell you, if you play an instrument, go make music. If you don't play an instrument, go take lessons. Until then, go listen to some music. Actually, that's a really cool saying. I taught him to say that.